Baker isn't necessarily a product of this system, but he is a product of good coaching. He is a product of good players around him. And I think for the most part, that's who we all are. And when we start talking about these transcendent and generational talents at the position, Baker Mayfield isn't that. But I do believe he can be an extremely good quarterback. And there were times last year, if you go back to the Tennessee Titans game, the Baltimore Ravens game late in the season, that he wasn't just good, he was excellent. And you can get those days and get those times for Baker Mayfield. And that's what Kevin Stefanski was brought there to do. Will he ever be a top 5 quarterback in the league? I don't believe that. But he can be a top 10 quarterback. He could be a guy that makes Pro Bowls. He could be a dude that's your franchise quarterback for 10 plus years if coached correctly, if put in the right space, and if in the right headspace, which he seemed to be late last season. And from how quiet he's been this offseason, I believe he's still there. And so, you know, we could say that guys are a product of the system. Hell, we've tried to say Tom Brady was a product of the system for 2 decades, and the dude got 7 Super Bowls. And so I don't think that it really matters what system we try to say you are a project of or a product of, as long as you play football. There's only going to be so many Patrick Mahomes, so many Aaron Rodgers, that even though we've only seen them in one place, we feel like they can be great everywhere because of their talent. You have to be put in these positions to succeed, and that's what Baker Mayfield was, and he played very well last year.
Ryan Clark, a product of the cover 3. No, just kidding.
I was, though, Key.
No, I'm just joking. I don't even know what coverages you ran. I'm just messing with you. When you talk about Baker Mayfield, you said everything about Baker Mayfield except he can win a Super Bowl. Can he win a Super Bowl with the Cleveland Browns? Is he a Super Bowl winning quarterback?
I think he is. I believe he is, especially the way that this team is moving. You know, I got to hear you guys before I came on, and Key, you were just talking about teams that improve, whether it was Kansas City, you know, now getting blocking and going out and getting Orlando Brown and added pieces through free agency for Patrick Mahomes. The New England Patriots now getting Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, and doing some of those things. Think about what Cleveland did. Cleveland was a liability defensively. So you get Johnson and Hill from the Rams. You get Greg Newsome because he's the best player at the time. Owusu Koromora falls from Notre Dame. He's a first-round pick. Now you have a plug-and-play will linebacker. And Key, you know how important this is when they go 11 personnel, 1 back, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers, but you still want to run the football. Now you can keep a will backer on the field so you don't have to go little and go nickel, but you can also cover because he played half of his plays over the slot in college. And so when you start to make those moves, add Jadeveon Clowney opposite Myles Garrett, and Jadeveon Clowney's now in that number 2 spot where he's actually productive, now you've turned defense, which was a liability, into an asset. And you already have an offense that's going to run the football downhill, get into play action game. You're getting Odell Beckham Jr. back, and you add Anthony Schwartz, who's 10 flat in the 100. And so I think when you can kind of put all those pieces together, keep the continuity, but get better as well from a roster standpoint, and do it in the way Andrew Berry, the GM, did it, that you're not selling your soul for names. You are truly getting pieces that fit your team, what you want to do, and help you improve in the way that you need to. To me right now, it's Kansas City up top, obviously because they have Patrick Mahomes and all those weapons. And that next tier of teams is the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. And I expect one of those teams to challenge Kansas City in the AFC Championship this year.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.